are together again.
Hi, Charlotte. What an intro. Hi. How are you doing?
I just thought I would shake it up a bit. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. It's another day here in the beautiful, cheery, sunny UK. I'm being a little bit sarcastic, everyone.
I was going to say, I was like, Charlotte, you're not selling it for me.
Yeah, but no, I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, same old, same old.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a pretty boring person. Sorry to disappoint, but
Okay.
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Well, I went out for a drink last night with someone, but in classic kind of older me fashion, we specifically went out for one drink. It was very much like we will have a drink and then we will go home. So times have changed. You know what I mean?
And in this economy,
in this economy, who can afford to knock back, a few drinks?
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Have you been out to a pub recently?
Charlotte, I honestly can't remember the last time I went to the pub. Like, my life has just been study, cheer, work, study. So I'm so boring. I told you. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a terrible British person.
I know.
You need to get to the pub after this recording.
I know. So, yeah, but that brings us nicely onto today's topic. Going out in your 20s, or for me, the lack of going out.
Yeah, okay, so if you were to go out, what would your ideal going out situation be? Where would you go?
So if it's like a drinking kind of thing, for me, I am a bit bougie. I like a nice, quiet, aesthetic bar that looks good on Instagram. I'm going to be honest. But
okay.
What about you?
Are you sitting on like a high stool here with a cocktail?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay, this is something I really miss about Seoul, because in Seoul there are so many like kind of cute bars that they're just so aesthetic, you know what I mean? Like, okay, sorry to like plug this bar, but in like the Jongno area there's a bar called the Cobbler, and it's kind of like the traditional kind of Hanok style
the roof shape.
Yes, yeah, but then inside it's kind of got I don't know, like a kind of 1920s vibe to it, like even the way like the servers are dressed, and it's just like, it was such a vibe, and I miss that, because if you want to get a similar vibe in London, it's ridiculously expensive. So I think like that's a big reason I don't go out that much. So yeah, one drink in a quiet bar, that's it for me.
Okay. That reminds me of this cocktail bar in Edinburgh, which was like prohibition themed.
Yes, that's exactly how it was. Yeah, at the bar in Seoul. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would probably love this place in Edinburgh. It's called Panda and Sons, and it looks like a barber shop from the street level.
Yeah.
And then you go down and you go through a bookcase. And then you're in a secret underground bar with wood paneling, and all of the cocktails are panda themed.
That is amazing. Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah.
Is it expensive?
It's quite expensive. Yeah, it's quite pricey.
Yeah.
It's probably cheaper than it would be in London, though.
Yeah.
So maybe compared to London prices, it's reasonable. But paying to get up to Edinburgh would offset that, any savings you made.
I mean, I feel like you underestimate how expensive it is to go out in London. Like, it'll probably be cheaper for me to like travel to Edinburgh. But
okay, fair enough. Yeah, I get you. But I am a bit more trad.
Wow.
I like a good I like a good cozy old man pub.
Oh my god.
But and I like, having an ale there, feeling like a lay person.
Are you sure you're in your 20s? Like
But the thing is, I don't like watching sports in pubs, and a lot of those pubs kind of do that. I do like it when there's like a pool table or some board games. I find that's quite nice to like chill out. But yeah. I mean, what about when you were younger? Have your habits changed?
Yeah, I think I've always known that I'm just not like a going out drinking person. And I think especially, like, because in your late teens, I feel like everyone goes clubbing. It's like, because as soon as you turn 18, you get your ID, like your real ID. I don't know if you ever use like a fake one, but and people go like clubbing, and I realized from a very early age, well, like, I mean 18, I hate clubbing. I don't know, I was, every time my friends would suggest it, I was like, oh god, like, I guess I have to. And I thought there was something wrong with me, because everyone raves about it, and like in your your early 20s, like, they're like, oh yeah,
it's the done thing, definitely.
Yes.
And I know what you mean, because I was exactly the same. And the reason people tended to go clubbing, I think, was because you would go out to a pub or bar, and they close at like midnight. So then you have to go to a club because they're open later. So you kind of move on to the place that's open till 3, or in some places like 5 a.m. And it's a way of keeping the night going longer.
But I'm done at midnight. Like, midnight is a push for me. So when they're like, okay, where are we going next? I'm like, next? I'm going home. What do you mean?
Well, this is what I realised. So basically, quite early on, I clocked that I was the same as you, Hedy, and I just started leaving once the pub closed. I just opted out of the clubbing part completely.
Same. I would just make an excuse of like, oh my god, guys, I'm sorry, I got work early the next morning. I didn't, but I just...
But the thing is, I reckon we were just trend-setting and everyone else was lying to themselves.
Yeah.
It's actually a huge conspiracy, because no one likes clubbing, but everyone pretends they like clubbing.
Yes. I don't get it. Like, to be fair, the only clubs I've ever liked are like the kind of... There was one, it was like a cheesy 80s themed one, and they just play like really cheesy music, and it's giving like big kind of like Hindu vibes, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the only exception for me. Like,
okay.
Yeah, if they play, like, if it's a good time kind of thing, but even then I'm like, no, I want to be in bed by 10. So
I respect that, and I think that's the thing. Most of my friends now are on, like, they're on the same kind of level. You know? They all kind of agree. It's like we've all come to this consensus. Whereas before, people did like it, or they were trying to like it because they thought they should.
Fooling themselves.
But I mean, a lot of things change when you kind of start drinking when you're a late teenager, and then I guess you come into your own. And your habits change a bit. Like, the things that I used to drink, like, mixers when I was a teenager, like, you know, spirits and, like, soda.
Yeah.
And now I hate drinking sugary drinks.
Yeah, same. Like, is it like Recordelig? Like, that cider where you can get all the different fruit flavours and stuff.
Yeah, that stuff is nasty.
Yeah, like, I used to drink that all the time, but now it hurts my teeth. So,
yeah.
I've upgraded to wine now, like...
You've got old person teeth already. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Drink wine or beer or sometimes whiskey, but not like strange, not mixing stuff. And I don't drink any soda-y stuff these days.
And I'm drinking less nowadays. Like, sometimes I will go out and not drink.
Ooh, controversial.
I know, but I think it's like a big thing, like a big kind of trending kind of health movement as well. Like, I feel like I can have a good time without drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're British, so it's very culturally, like, the cultural norm is to go out and drink, and to drink quite a lot. And as you get older, you get comfortable kind of saying, no, actually, I'm not going to do this anymore, I think. So
yeah.
A lot of my friends, like, I'm the same, and a lot of my friends are the same now. People barely ever drink to excess. Some of them don't drink at all, like, ever.
Yeah.
And most people just, like, it's very moderate now.
And I have a lot of friends that don't drink for, like, whatever reasons, whether it be, like, religious or cultural, whatever. And so even now, I much prefer doing non-alcohol centered kind of going out events, if that makes sense. Like, for me, my ideal night would be, like, meeting at 6, done by 8, bed by 10.
Yeah, like the earlier stuff. So like going out for food is kind of nicer.
Yeah.
Than going out for drinks.
Or a picnic or something, or like an art museum, like.
Yeah, or like, or sometimes like going to like a show, or
yes,
like a music thing, or like comedy.
Yeah.
But also I've always been someone who likes to have people round at mine and to have like a glass of wine and play a game or something like that. That's always been more of a vibe for me.
Yeah.
Same. And cheaper.
Yeah, I love staying home, but the only problem is if you're the host. You know, like when you get to that point in the night where you're kind of tired and you're like, how do I politely tell these people to leave? So...
And you start hinting things.
Yeah, like, oh, when is your last train? Are you going to make the last train? Like...
You start conspicuously tidying up.
Yeah. So they get the message. But...
Yeah,
I think ultimately I'm such a homebody. Staying in is so much better for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, I am actually going to be going out this week again because I'm going to Liverpool to visit a friend.
Oh, nice.
So when I go to like a new city, and I have seen her before in Liverpool, and Liverpool's a really cool city, so it will be nice to like go out for
I
a drink
love
somewhere.
Liverpool, yeah.
Nice. But yeah, it's kind of a special thing, right?
Yeah. It's like Well, true to my nature, I'm staying at my cousin's, and she's not a big going out person either. We actually discussed this earlier, funnily enough. And we're gonna stay in, probably binge watch Netflix. Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, ideal. And much cheaper. Again.
Yes. With my green tea decaf.
Yeah, because you don't want to have caffeine at late at night.
Yeah.
You'll be bouncing off the walls.
I mean, yeah. Almost as bad as clubbing. So, but yeah, it was great to talk to you, Charlotte. Have fun in Liverpool, and see you next time.
Yeah, thank you, Hedy. You too. Have fun with your cousin.
Thank you.
Stay away from that green tea.
Yeah. Bye.